Hey, it's Kat at Kattalestv. I'm gonna try this while I drive to the beach because I just got finished doing Dancing with the Stars. It's Thanksgiving Eve after the Taylor Swift night and Harry got eliminated. But I wanted to go back. Oh God, I just dropped the camera and turned on my windshield wipers. Anyway, what was I going with? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the P. Diddy situation because I got some new information that I didn't know when I did the last video. Okay, so this is the tea. The tea is, allegedly, Cassie got $100 million. Not 10, not 30, but $100 million. Let that sink in for a moment. For a billionaire to give someone $100 million, what does that mean? What would you have to do to pay someone $100 million, allegedly? But it was a news report that I saw. But I also noticed that it's radio silent. Pretty much nobody's really talking about it. It's almost like it didn't happen. Another thing I was thinking about was, you remember how all of a sudden people were throwing around the Will Smith story with Dwayne Martin and acting like it's a news story? And I couldn't figure out why anyone would care. I mean, a lot of people heard stories a long time ago about Will Smith. It's really I don't care. If two adults decide to do whatever they want to do or not do, that's their business. But I started thinking, especially the way media works, and I've been covering media for a while now. I'm not going to tell you how long. But one thing I've noticed about some of the people in power is they'll throw something out there to take focus away from something else. It's like a magic trick. And I think they did that. Is it better this way? I think they did that with the P. Diddy story. Because like Harvey Weinstein, the rumor was growing and growing and growing. And even on Twitter, I noticed that recently, not just talking like this month, but even several months ago, people were hinting at the fact that something was happening with P. Diddy. I had no idea about the Cassie situation. I never really was a P. Diddy fan. I don't know, there's something about him I never liked. But also, I liked Biggie Smalls' music. I know that P. Diddy was the producer or whatever, but I liked the way Biggie rapped. I didn't care for P. Diddy's when he sang or when he rapped or whatever. He never really was my cup of tea. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to say is I didn't keep up with all the rap things going on because, I was busy over the last several years just working the various things that I do. But I wasn't into all the ins and outs, you know what I mean? And I don't really listen to radio. I don't. So, getting back to Cassie, for someone to pay someone $100 million, that is a substantial amount. I mean, some marriages, you don't get paid $100 million. When someone's, a very wealthy person. So, a couple things are going in my head, like, he's getting away with it. Because he keeps talking about he's love. He's like the opposite of love. And it's such a mind, you know what I'm saying? Because what I noticed, like in the Tory Lanez case, is that, especially with the prostitution of law, aka the prosecutors, the way they spoke, it was like everything they said was the opposite. It was like they were playing magical spells, you know what I mean? And I know that for some of you people, you may think that I sound a little weird, but you have to I wish you'd trust me on this, because I'm a 50-50 logic person as well as emotional, intuitive person. So to sit there in that courthouse and see them exploit things and say lies were okay from Megan only, and the truth didn't matter and DNA didn't matter when it came to Tori, and that her sex life didn't matter when it came to Megan, although she was sleeping with, I think, Kelsey, Cheston, her bodyguard. Blue Vase said he was with her. What's his name? The baby, all these other people. And then Party just came out with the song where he's like, I didn't know, and you had me beefing with these guys. And it's like Megan got special treatment. You know what I'm saying? I think she got special treatment because she's with Jay-Z's company. Just like P. Diddy gets special treatment because he's a billionaire. Just like Harvey Weinstein got special treatment for so long because he was such a big power player and people let him get away with stuff. But, you know, it's amazing how the way this town protects the perpetrators and punishes people who come forward. And then you have bloggers, or whatever they are, online, like bragging about the fact that Kelsey, I keep saying that, Kelsey. Every time I hear the C, like that sound, the K sound, I think of Kelsey. But I mean, I remember there's some chick with an accent, I believe, with reddish hair, who was talking about when the story broke about Cassie, that she, you know, nobody was going to believe her, and Diddy was going to get away with it or something. But it was really fascinating, just the mindset. But beyond me thinking that Cassie made a major chess move, because I do believe other people are going to come forward, I just feel like there's so many victims out there. I don't think Cassie's the only victim. I think there's a lot more. I think some of them are men. I don't know if the men will come forward. I don't know if they have the wherewithal, because, you know, there's a lot of shame about being abused. People don't talk about it. It gets really weird. You know, people laugh in your face when you tell your truth sometimes because they're so uncomfortable, or it's happened to them, and that's their way of dealing with it. There's not that many safe spaces for people to talk to someone, and especially in this town and these cliques and these cults. You know, you could open your heart to someone and tell them what happened, and they could go and tell somebody who's got the power to intimidate you. I mean, this shit has happened to me in regard to certain things that have transpired in my life when I was robbed. So, I mean, I would be somewhere and somebody would just sit next to me and say something very odd, which meant that they knew the people involved who robbed me, all right? So there's like spies everywhere. It's like Scientology. There's always somebody watching, telling on you, threatening you in certain ways. So, again, I think Cassie coming forward was I'm going to use a different word, not ballsy. I'm going to use an ovary power kind of way. She used her feminine energy to usurp a phallic worshiper. She didn't fight him physically. She beat him mentally. And emotionally, she fucked him, because a narcissist can't handle not being in control. And she didn't use violence. She used her heart mind. So Cassie is a very, very intelligent person. And the more I think about it, the more I have to applaud what she did. Because, you know, going in a courthouse and sitting there and regurgitating all the pain and trauma that you went through, and being photographed and being harassed by reporters is not fun. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably great for all the bloggers and shit, but it's not good for the person that's been abused. You know what I'm saying? So she did a major intelligent art of war move. And like I said, the more I think of it, the more I think she's brilliant. So the next episode is anybody else going to come forward? Is anyone else going to come forward? Is any of the musicians that he ripped off going to come forward and tell their truth? Because, you know, now is a great time to attack mentally a person like that, because he's weaker now, sorta. But see, the other thing with very powerful people, you know, they can act weak and be strong, and they can act strong and be weak, so you never really know. But it's the choice of the person that was abused if they want to come forward. But I think now is a great time. You know, I have my suspicions there's certain men that have been hurt by P. Diddy, but they're too embarrassed to tell their truth because people make fun of them. You know, and it's so sad. This town that talks about arts and entertainment, it hides abusers all the time. That needs to stop, you know? Because so many people have gotten away with really horrendous stuff. But it's almost like, I don't know, they act like it's normal. They act like it's normal to be abused and that you should just put up with it. And it's just the price you pay to be a star or a singer or whatever. And I just think it's garbage. But yeah. Anyway, I am going to focus on going to the beach. And yeah, you let me know what you think below. And if you haven't subscribed, if you want to subscribe, please do. And watch my other videos. I do a lot of, you know, different things. I'm interested in a lot of different topics. You know, that's how I get down. But I don't think the story's over, even though they're trying to make it go away. But I've never seen a story, the air sucked out of it so fast. I find it fascinating. There might be another investigation going on, I don't know. But sex trafficking, I mean, New York should be checking that out, and any other racketeering that's been going on. But like, you know, what's funny is a lot of these musicians are ex-drug dealers, and they're gang members or whatever they are. So the mentality of a mob boss or a gang boss or a controlling type person, it doesn't change once they become a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? It would probably only be even stronger. Wouldn't you agree? So, thanks for watching, and happy Thankstaking. But yeah, treat people with kindness. You know, this abuse stuff is really, really sick. I don't understand. I mean, I understand. I think it comes from a person who's probably didn't experience love in a decent home life. A lot of us haven't. However, after a certain point, you have to learn how to be a better person. Wouldn't you agree? If you care about being loved, you have to reflect that. It'll be interesting to see what happens to Mr. Penis Diddy in the near future. Talk to you later. Bye.